Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Emma Lefebvre, and today we are going to be doing super simple Mother's Day cards. So let's jump right in. Okay, so to start, I'm just going to go through my materials. I have my Arches cold press watercolor paper cut to the size of my card or cardstock that I'm going to be gluing it onto after. I have my Winsor Newton professional watercolors, and I'm also using my Craft & Mo brushes. I have a size 8, size 10 somewhere. Maybe I'll use my size 2, not really sure yet. And paper towel, and we're ready to go. Okay, so we're just going to be doing some simple designs. I went on Instagram and I asked people for some ideas. Got tons of ideas, but I think, guys, I'm sorry, I'm gonna resort back to my flowers because you know what? Every mom's different, and I highly encourage you guys to, personalize your cards to your mom and her likes. And some people were saying they like gardening, some people are saying they like cooking, some people were saying they like a glass of wine. You know what? If that's what your mom likes, do that. But I kind of wanted to do something neutral, like flowers, that can kind of cater to everyone's moms because flowers are beautiful and your moms are beautiful. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, so one, we are going to do kind of like a monogram floral letter for M. You could always do G for grandma, N for Nana, whatever their name, doesn't matter. I have done one before in the past, but we're going to do that. And then the other one's going to be like a fun kind of wet on wet wash with some greenery and stuff. So I'm just going to put, I'm going to put this one to the side and I'm going to wet up my brush. I'm going to start with my size 10 brush and we're going to do a wash kind of, I can't really explain it, but you'll just see. Okay, so I'm just mixing up a nice darker green. So I have my Hooker's green, I have my dioxazine purple, and then I'm going to add some turquoise to get it a little bit on the bluier side, like that. Maybe a bit more purple. And I'm going to rinse my brush to make it nice and watery. And I'm just going to do kind of like a circle because we're going to be writing like Happy Mother's Day inside after. I'm going to just keep dipping my brush in the water just to get a nice light color. I know this looks a little weird. You're like, what are you doing, Emma? And to be honest, I don't really know yet. I'm kind of winging this one. I wanted to do something different. Okay, so I'm just adding water and I'm just gonna do like a rough kind of circle. And then from this circle, gotta figure out which way I wanna go. I'm gonna do some little kind of greenery popping up from it. So I'm gonna start off with some stems. It could be like a eucalyptus kind of thing. And I'm just gonna start doing little leaves. I feel like some of those were too big. Never done this before. We can always add some like flowers and stuff too. Little buds of things. And I'm just going in there like that. Just adding little leaves. And we're going to go in with some darker color in that circle to do some more fun like wet on wet. So you can even touch that now if you want to. Just have that darker color. Just adding water, adding color, just really playing with wet on wet for this. There's no wrong way to do this. I have some darker leaves, whatever you want, to be honest. But pick a nice color. You could do this with pink, you could do this with anything. Yellow, your mom's favorite color. And I'm just using the tip of my brush and light pressure to get these little leaves. And you can just add drops of water in there to get some funky marks if you want. Let's get a little bit more color. Make it a bit more gray. A little bit more purple. That was a little too dark, but we're just gonna smoosh it around. And just kind of have fun with it. And it looks pretty beautiful, I think. And I might add some little like yellow flowers coming off some of these stems. Just doing different shapes of leaves, different sizes, different colors. You know, some are darker, some are bluer, some are gray. I think that needs to be over a bit more. This one is just also a really relaxing kind of piece to do. Okay. I'm gonna grab my smaller brush and I think I'm gonna go yellow for this. And I'm just gonna do little tiny yellow flowers just for a little pop of color. See, sometimes you just gotta wing it and just see what happens. Okay. I'll do maybe one kind of more saturated area with color. Just have some really nice dark bleeds. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry and then we will come right back once that's dry. But actually no, while we're waiting for that to dry, we are going to do the other one. This will just be easier this way. Okay, so now we are gonna do the monogram. So I'm gonna write an M for mom, and you could always use a ruler, you can use whatever you need to, and I'm gonna leave a little space at the bottom because I'm gonna write M is for mom. You know what? Let's use a ruler. Let's just do it. Okay, so we have our M. Now we're just going to erase all the lines inside that we don't need. And if you have masking fluid and you feel like it would be easier for you to use masking fluid so you don't go over the lines, you could definitely do that. I'm not going to use masking fluid just because I don't want to get it out. I just don't feel like it. So I'm just going to make my lines lighter now. Okay, and so I kind of have a guide of where I'm going to start painting. All right, and now you pick your mom's favorite colors for florals and you do some loose flowers. So I'm gonna pick some purple, maybe some like cobalt blue. I don't know what my mom's favorite colors are. Blue? I don't know. I'm gonna do lilacs though, because I do love lilacs. And it kind of reminds me of my mom. So I'm just gonna do these ones are more blue, but we can always add a bit of purple, a bit of magenta. And we're just making sure we're going inside, oops, this is not great, that line of the M. watering it down so we can get some lighter values. We're just gonna do like little loose flowers inside this M. Then I'm gonna take my smaller brush and my green, and I'm just gonna do like a little stem kind of running through the base and through the flower, just roughly. It's not, don't worry too much about that. Okay, and then I'm gonna do just some like little leaves. I might actually grab my bigger brush. I have a size 6 here that I might use instead for this. I think I'm gonna do some yellow flowers. I'm gonna get some bright like lemon yellow. I'm just gonna do some very loose yellow flowers, almost like dandelions, but not. Sunflowery. Very loose, long petals, and then we'll go in the middle with some darker color for the stamen. Okay, we're just popping that yellow in there. Okay, and then you can grab some yellow ochre. You can tap that a little bit into some of the petals, just roughly. Okay, and then I think I'm actually gonna do like little maybe blue like forget-me-nots in there too. And we'll do the stamen of those yellow ones after. So I'm just gonna do tiny little blue flowers, kind of bunched up together. But I'm not even really doing like actual petals. Like, don't worry about it being perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. You'll get the illusion of flowers just by doing kind of like these little strokes in a circle. Okay, let's get some green. We can do some lines from some of those yellow flowers, stems. Ones to the blue ones. And we will fill it up with some greenery after as well. Just some nice little stems. I know it's still kind of hard to see the M perfectly, but you'll get there. Let's do a little bit of blue in the middle there. And we're just going to start filling the M up with greenery. Any little spaces. So it would help to do masking fluid for this, just so you know exactly where your edges are. But it is possible to do it without as well. So don't feel like you absolutely need masking fluid to do this. You could just draw your M a little bit darker. It's probably harder to see on camera, my outline, but I can see it. And we're trying to go right to the edge of those letters just so we can really kind of see those M's. I might even do a few more little yellow flowers just to fill up some areas. But it looks like an M, and that's what counts, right? I'm gonna grab some of my cadmium yellow. I'm gonna go in the middle of some of those forget-me-nots to do the centers, because they have these cute little yellow centers. Maybe I'll do a couple like bright yellow buds, random places. Just brightening it up a bit. Okay. I'm gonna grab some burnt umber for the center of those bigger yellow flowers. And I'm just gonna do tapping little dots. And that will kind of bring those yellow flowers to life. Kind of fills that in as well. And then if there's any other little bits that you need to do, I'm just gonna grab some lemon yellow here and just mix it with my green to get some brighter greens. And I'm just using my Princeton snap brush because it was what I had handy in my jar at the moment. Okay, and just fill up any little areas with tiny little strokes. There you go. And then we are going to write M, so it's M, and then we're going to write is for mom. And I'm going to do it with my pencil first. So I'm going to do block letters. Make sure I have it correctly spaced. This looks, I'll fix it when I actually do it with ink. Gotta move that over a bit, is for, and then I'm gonna do M, O, M. Okay, so let's dry this completely so we can erase stuff, and then we'll do it with ink. Just wanna make sure it's kind of in the center. So I'm just using my Pigma Micron pen in size 05. The sizes just mean the thickness of the nib, if you are wondering. is 4. And then I'm going to do some faux calligraphy for Mom because it's actually hard to write on Arches cold press paper with a brush pen. So I write it like this. And then on all the downstrokes, I just make them thicker and I fill them in. Like so. And then you can erase any lines that you had, any guidelines. Same for the ones under your letters. Make sure your ink is dry first. I've made that mistake many times. So there's our M is for Mom, and then this one is dry now. So I say we write Happy Mother's Day. So I'm going to do it in pen first, and we're going to do it in kind of faux calligraphy. And there you go. There are 2 very simple Mother's Day card ideas. And again, please, you know, make it special and specific to the person that you're sending it to. You can pick their favorite colors, the letter of their names, however you want to do it. Just put your own little special touch to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram for even more. Have a great day, guys. Bye.